In today's Stretching Your Dollar, Saving for Retirement, Pat Strubbe with Preservation Specialist is author of Save Your Retirement from Mass Destruction by the 7 Retirement Villains. And that got my attention. We welcome Pat to the show. So I go through your book and I see these fun little villains. And let's hit a couple of these and kind of warn our viewers what they are. Because you've tried to, even though you didn't wear your superhero outfit today, we're trying to help this be something people can get. Lady Longevity is one of the villains. What is Lady Longevity?
Yeah, Lady Longevity just represents, living so long. And of course, we all want to live a long time. But the last thing any of us wants to do is outlive our money. And so she represents that risk.
So that villain that could hurt us later in life. So as a financial educator, what do you tell people to do? What are some simple steps?
Yeah, this is the simplest one, which the simple truth is it's just planning for it. A lot of times people are retiring at 65 and figure if they have enough money to last 20 years, that'll be enough. But it's very common for people to live well into their 90s or even 100 today. And of course, we're living longer and longer. So that risk is going to continue. So we just have to make sure that money lasts as long as we do.
And one thing I saw in some of your stuff is that you want people to be able to live life like they want to live it. And so it's really more than just being able to meet the bills every month once they retire, but actually being able to do things that they would enjoy.
Absolutely. And people joke about, well, I want to make sure I don't have to eat cat food when I grow older. But not only that, but absolutely want to be able to live that life and do the things you want to be able to do in retirement.
Okay, so obviously you have to have a game plan. Another one of the villains is the invisible enemy.
Yes.
Who is that?
Invisible enemy represents inflation, because inflation is something we all live with, but you don't think about it on a day-to-day basis. And of course, that's just the increasing of prices. And we all see that these days with food and gas and things like that. Well, in retirement, we're typically on a fixed income. And so if we're going to retire at 60 and live into our 90s, we've got potentially 30 or 40 years where we're going to be in retirement, and we're going to have that income increasing because everything else is going to get more expensive.
So 7 villains. If you want to learn more about these, go online right now to WISTV.com. Pat is on, and he'll take any of your financial questions beyond the villains too.
Absolutely.
But also for those villains that do exist, he can help you with some of the game plan to try to outsmart them. Thank you, Pat. We'll have to have you back for the other villains.
Be happy.
I want to learn about the other 5. I love the names. All right, John, let's check on the weather.